Yes, all along we have, ever since 1988, we have always been trying to reach out to those who are in the military or in those institutions or military institutions or supportive pillars. Back in 1988, we had a time where the army and like Navy and Air Force people, even like police, join us on the streets. And we had another time of the army people supporting democracy in 1990, when NLD, National League for Democracy, Daw Aung San Suu Kyi's party won landslide victory in 1990 elections. They got the votes not only from the general public. Those votes included the vote from the army and their families. So yes, we did get a lot of the support by then. But later, the way that I see is that the army has become more and more isolated from the general public for at least two reasons. One is because people also don't like them. General public just simply don't like them. But then you do have a larger population still associated to the army one way or the other, because you have fathers who are in the army, or brothers, uncles in the army, or I mean, this is the largest institution in the country. So yes, all of us associate one way or the other to this particular institution. And but it's difficult to associate with them now. For another reason is because also in the army you have a very clear structure gap or division, I would say. One is this rank and file soldiers, including those forced child soldiers who had to join the Burma army by force. They happen to be the ones who are out in the field, at the front line, committing all kinds of human rights violations, and their human rights being violated at the same time by the top generals or higher officers of their battalions. When I say that, what it means is, like, you have soldiers who are not able to have the ration that they should be having, or that you are having soldiers who have to commit human rights violations, such as killing and shooting villagers and burning the villages without even of their will. But they have to do it because of the order above. Basically, is if they do it, or they would be also shot from the back by their higher officers. So which one would you choose? You shoot the other, or you get shot by your higher officers? So they are also put into this very difficult position. And then another is this economic situation. The soldiers' families themselves suffer so much from this economy. So what you see is that general public and them are so far away, caught up in their daily, very simple 2 meals a day struggle or the survival. And also on the other hand is like knowing how the army, the image of the army, no matter how the propaganda is nowadays, in the real deep heart, in deep heart of the people's mind, they are hated. So it's difficult. But saying that, are we not doing? Yes, we are still doing. We are still trying to reach out to them by providing information of how they are, the top generals are exploiting of their and abusing of their power, whereas the ordinary soldiers' family, how much they suffer at the same time, like the general public are suffering. So we are still trying to reach out to them by different means possible, but it's been quite difficult. Like in the army now, you have another another class, more of like a elite kind of class, who have access to like higher education, even abroad, studying in Japan and elsewhere, Israel, Russia, and then who are having access to like information technology and all kind of lucrative, including even like having access to some business opportunities and such. And therefore, the Burmese army right now is different than back in 1988, where you have a whole large army soldiers at the bottom part who are in a very difficult situation, you have another upper class of the army soldiers who are enjoying so much of the today's modern world with as much as the army generals are enjoying. These new ones come in, new blood, who've been highly educated with the outside world education, are also enjoying so much of this power. And what we are seeing is that in the coming time, these new blood army generals who have already enjoyed so much of this wealth and benefit are the ones who seems to be going to take the power. That we don't see there is a, some people say, oh, educated young blood of the military people will be the one who will cling to change for democracy. But in case of Burma, we don't think so, because they are the one who are riffing and getting all the benefits now.